Now let's break down our breaking story of the day, and that's a $1 million price prediction for the King Crypto on the back of a Bitcoin ETF spot getting approved in 2024. This analyst says within the next 3 years, we can see a 7-figure Bitcoin price. So let's break this baby down, shall we? Here we go. And again, much love, everyone. Since the Bitcoin price crossed the 50,000 mark back in the 2021 bull market, there have been speculations when the price will hit $100,000 and on the extreme end, $1 million per Bitcoin. So over time, various analysts and pundits have put forward their forecasts, but the most recent of these is from a budding economist by the name of Alessandro, who believes the Bitcoin can hit the 1 million mark within the next 3 years. Send it. Let's freaking go, fam. You already know. So here's what he has to share. He made a post by pointing out that these Bitcoin market cap have climbed rapidly following the fake news of the spot Bitcoin ETF approval, which is fact. Bitcoin climbed above 30,000, surging roughly $2,500 within minutes off the back of that false rumor. Now recall, on Monday, the media outlet Cointelegraph made that post saying that the US SEC had approved the BlackRock iShares spot Bitcoin ETF filing, which we all know now is false. So following this, the price of Bitcoin instantly surged above 30 G's, baby, and in a matter of minutes, over 50 billion bucks was added to the crypto market's cap. And as the analyst points out, going by Bitcoin's reaction to this news, which eventually turned out to be fake, the analyst was able to draw a parallel for what might happen when the spot Bitcoin ETFs are actually approved for real. Let's go. Quoting him here, he actually made this post on crypto Twitter. I'm going to read it all to you. Here's what he shared. Main takeaway of today, the Bitcoin market cap went up by more than $50 billion in minutes. And very likely the money flowing into Bitcoin were less than $500 million, which is a ratio of 100 to 1. A former BlackRock director said we can expect $150 to $200 billion flowing into Bitcoin in 3 years after the Bitcoin ETFs are finally approved. So keeping this same ratio with 200 billion, we would have a market cap of 21 trillion. Interesting number there, 21 trillion. As we know, there is a 21 million finite limited market cap. Anyways, he says the Bitcoin price here would be $1 million per coin with a 21 trillion market cap. Now, surely on the way up, there will be many people selling, but this is already directionally clear how much could be the effect of the Bitcoin ETF being approved. Great point. And someone responded, if you want it to say 21 trillions, you need 21 trillions. Miracles don't exist. And the analyst responded, no way. You don't understand how capital markets work. We absolutely don't need 21 trillion of dollars to have a market cap of 21 trillion. And then they're making fun of him. Do you believe in Santa Claus? And he responded again, you don't understand how markets work. Read this article by Bloomberg. Do you really think that today in a few minutes there were $50 billion flowing into Bitcoin? And the analyst here clearly makes a good point. So he pointed out that his 50 billion increase in the market cap came from around that 500 million injection into the market. That's all it took, meaning the market cap rose at a ratio of 100 to 1, as he pointed out. Thus, going by what BlackRock director and CEO Larry Fink said about the spot Bitcoin ETF, triggering 150 to $200 billion worth of capital to flow into the asset. He explained that this would put the Bitcoin market cap at 21 trillion, and at a 21 trillion market cap, the price of each Bitcoin would be going for $1 million per coin. Now, when will that happen? $1 million question. When Fink made his forecast that 150 to $200 billion could flow into Bitcoin, he said this could happen over a 3-year period. So if a spot Bitcoin ETF is approved in 2024 on track like we're anticipating, potentially by January, then analysts believe the price of Bitcoin would reach this $1 million mark by the year 2027 to 2028 if all goes according to plan. Quoting him here, surely on the way up, there will be many people selling, but this is already directionally clear how much could be the effect of the Bitcoin ETFs being approved. So there you have it, fam. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this analyst. I definitely know the possibilities of what can happen with Bitcoin. Again, the biggest catalysts are right around the corner. We're on the cusp of them right now. Bitcoin halving, less than 6 months away. Probably take place sometime in April 2024. January, we could finally get the green light from the SEC for these Bitcoin spot ETFs. Potentially all the major institutions getting the green light around the same time, kind of like a domino effect. Bada boom, bada bing. Now these major institutions have to hold on to the underlying asset to even offer the spot Bitcoin ETF because it's true price discovery. There's no manipulation in the spot market. The manipulation comes from the derivatives and the futures markets. Why is the SEC and the chairman, Gary Gensler, allowing futures ETFs before spot ETFs, claiming it's in the best interest of the investors? He is full of it. Obviously, they don't want the ETF approved right now because it undermines the value of the US dollar. Bitcoin can go north, returning to an all-time high. God candle, Super Saiyan, you name it, bada boom, bada bing. And then what? Everyone's going to take their money out of the dollar and put it into Bitcoin. It can crash the US dollar. This is a very real probability. Gary Gensler would never say that. Instead, what did he say? I don't know what's a security, unregistered, or a commodity. We don't know. I'm no clarity, Gary, and I'm not going to provide any clarity. That way, the markets are unsure and there's fear in the markets and the price won't pump. We don't want the ETF, is basically what he is saying. But guess what? He can only push it back for so long. So eventually, he's going to have to man up and say, hey, time to approve this mofo. But right now, I think they're allowing their homeboys on Wall Street to get their positions, allowing the BlackRocks, the Fidelities to stack those sats on the low, sub 30,000 versus at all-time high levels. And you have the opportunity right now to front run Wall Street and all these major institutions that have a combined market cap of over $20 trillion. The total addressable market is north of $700 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap today is still a pup. We're at 500 billion, not even a half a freaking trillion. We're just getting started, fam. If you can feel my excitement, you already know. Massive shout out to everyone in that live chat today. Now is our live Q&A session, so let's freaking go.